This is a fascinating start to a match. The placement and the power time and time again. My favorite start to this is the adjustment on serve. Yes. If angle is in question, just toss it higher. I was down with Dima testing TTR the other day. In every single serve he questioned angle. I said, no problem, your service toss is high enough.
She's playing in her own game, isn't she, Diaz, for now, being patient, biding her time?
Yeah, you sort of have to be against a defender. It is a game of patience. Unless you can really clearly identify a ball to kill and make it with consistency, most players have to play the patient game. You could argue that a defender preys on you getting impatient.
Right, exactly.
And trying to finish the point. Just to elaborate on that service toss, angle is not how far you move side to side. It's the ratio of how it compares to the height on the toss. Swatting backhand.
Winner.
Killer shot. Oh. I don't think you would hit a mosquito this hard if you had a fly swatter with you. Adriana Diaz just ripped that ball, barely even a turn.
What a way to kill that point.
No flashlight, please.
Diaz pointing out the flashlights. There's a lot of excitement in the crowd. She has a swatted at as well, Hashimoto. The point I was getting at earlier as well, Adam, is as patient as Diaz has been thus far, you see a lot of players immediately wanting to play their own game and not engaging with the chopper.
3-all.
We saw that maybe a little bit earlier, but Tu Yuling was comfortable.
I'm still thinking back to the point before this in terms of the step round. We have to remember Honoka can attack with the backhand side, the red side, let's say, the pip side. She's got some sponge under, not especially thick, but just enough. And there was 2 attacks in a row in this point, one catching the net, which is why she raises her hand. But to have the confidence to attack with medium pips, again, short pips, more control. Long pips, you're basically saying, I'm counting on my opponent's spin. So when I say more control, I mean you're able to generate more spin with short pips. The longer the pips, the less you're able to generate your own spin. So medium pips, with her consistency right now, it's tough to rally. That's why Adriana Diaz plays it back a little bit higher.
Able to get the front foot much more in that rally, Adriana Diaz, but it's Hashimoto up by 3 now.
Honoka Hashimoto has an incredible record against the best in the world. At least, let's say, Team China. Obviously, Sun Ying Xia, I don't know, Sun Ying Xia, Wang Manyu, find me a chopper who's beaten them. The stats people could not. Same with Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin. Now, Adriana can survive behind the table, lobbing for quite some time against many, but the start of this point, watch the opening attack here. Comes in, quick shot off the medium pips. Crowd self-policing here. It's nice. Part of the communal experience of being here.
Yeah.
4-8.
So second towel break, Adriana Diaz, as she's known here, trails by 4. It's a well-placed serve, keeping it uncomfortable near that baseline.
4-9.
She could challenge if she wants.
Yeah.
Challenge? Why not? Yes.
Yep. Challenge, there you go.
There we go. Now we're talking. The show has begun. Angle, that looks good to me. There it is, by 2.5. I mean, excuse me, 0.25. Wow.
Wow.
See, this is why you got to do it now.
Yeah.
So now they're going to replay this point. Good call, Adriana, and she keeps her 2 challenges.
Talk about margins.
I don't really put myself on the line often, but feel good about that.
4-9.
By the way, just to close the loop on what you were saying earlier, that win rate against Chinese players, I wanted to get the exact percentage. 87% for Hashimoto. That's an outstanding rally, one which Hashimoto comes out on top on and has 6 game points.
We'll come back to that conversation line about 87% to really paint a clear picture of what that means.
11-4.
So the first game goes to Hashimoto.
54 to 87. Think about that. Edge of the table here, Diaz gets the point to start.
87% is something else.
You could look at other Chinese national team members, and overwhelmingly, they would be less than 87% against Chinese.
Exactly.
She can make the Chinese national team right now.
1-all.
These are so tough. Yeah, it sits up a little bit high, but it's way inside the table. It's understandable. I mean, Adriana, she'll make adjustments. Maybe she'll try dropping these. It's just so tough to lift something that spinny that's out in front of you. If you have anything heavy nearby, a chair, for example, try holding it near your body, and then try holding it far away with your arms fully extended and see how easy it is to lift that chair.
How long you last.
Right.
Switched it up nicely. Adriana Diaz.
Yeah, good patient play. Would we have like 3 pushes in this rally? Possibly more. This is part of the patience play. 17 shots. They don't all have to be aggressive. Nobody gets to tell you your role in a point. You get to decide that.
Yeah, it's a kind of a fascinating story, right? Hashimoto reaching world number 13 back in 2017. Then made a comeback last year, star contender, Bangkok. Disposed of Mima Harimoto, John Ji-hee, Shin Yu-bin. Just to name a few of the scalps she's taken.
3-all.
Including many of the Chinese national team players.
Yeah.
I think an interesting point, at least for a lot of people who've been watching, let's say, Macau. You had an expedite rule with Han Ying and Chen Xingtong. That's really, really rare, especially when it's not 2 choppers.
2 choppers, exactly.
It's not going to be easy here. Meaning tactically, if Adriana Diaz really wanted to, with this scoreline, as we see Dani Gonzalez, Danielle, who's Puerto Rican national team member, also physio and coach for Adriana Diaz here, has done wonderfully. The reason I was going to say, if Adriana Diaz wanted to, she could play a very patient pushing game, but I just feel that Honoka's so aggressive that if she felt like someone was manipulating her in that way,
she could switch it.
Yeah, she could attack. The points just aren't long enough yet to really warrant that. Still, it's a best of 5, so this could go quickly. Adriana in the lead by 2.
I just think it's fascinating that we've done, what, 5 matches now today in China Smash, and already 2 choppers in these first 5.
Before this event, if you could name 1 Chinese chopper,
Right.
And we have 3 in the main draw, all from Team China.
We featured Han Ying as well. She's out. on his feet at the moment. Adriana Diaz much better. Second game here.
A lot of that has been patience.
7-4.
And just to sort of further that point, when there isn't, we see the percentages change in terms of success rate for Diaz.
Yeah. That's absolutely key here.
Crowd saying, hey, your flash is on, homegirl.
There you go, a bit more self-policing, as you say.
Just playing the odds here based on the fan demographic.
Oh. Oh. What a point. What a rally. Great reactions from both of them. But it's Adriana Diaz who comes out on top.
After that net ball, the next 3 shots that follow. Again, this is jaw-dropping for most. What a cover of the elbow. Honoka counters right to the middle, and Diaz with the racket high is there. And then back into the patient play. This is smart. It's easy to panic, to feel a sense of rush to finish the point after moments like that, but Diaz kept the head cool.
4-9.
And an omiyage, a souvenir here as Honoka cleans that forehand side of the racket to make sure she's got full traction.
There you go. There's the momentum swung firmly in Adriana Diaz's favor. 6 of the last 8.
Moving back in to follow as the push sits up a little bit in the scoreline. Quite different this time around. Adriana, we've seen the power that she's gotten with the patience. It's combined well to set up 6 game points.
10-5.
Yeah, one thing we haven't seen today is one of her favorite shots, the punch. Adriana Diaz, and
You're
her
not gonna
opponent is not going to give her that opportunity really to do that.
Right.
Oh,
6-10.
wonderful placement there from Hashimoto.
A dart push cross court sending Adriana on the chase. Soft hands, beautiful right to the line as fast as can be. Honoka with the back against the ropes pulls that out.
No flashlight, please. Thank you.
4 game points still for Diaz.
11-6.
Diaz takes the second game.
But it goes to show you that patience pays off. And remember, those points include touch shots and attack.
Oh, wonderful
12-1.
from Hashimoto's, drops it in.
Not easy to do, takes it right off the bounce. Soft hands, tacky top sheet, and the touch keeps it away from Diaz. Little fortune here as Diaz clips the net and it stays shallow as can be, even shallower than the drop shot given to her earlier. One thing I forgot to mention at the start of this match, Adriana Diaz has a wonderful service game. So many points outright on serve in general. And we talked about the backhand punch. This was not that. That was an opening spin. And I might have said you will not see it. The only way I would imagine us seeing a backhand punch is if Honoka starts playing top spin in a way that's out of her norm.
That's a great forehand.
1-3.
But a good winner as well from Hashimoto. Some lovely shots being played.
Yeah, when choppers attack, they don't spin to rally. They spin to win. They come in to hit. There's the twiddle. That turn of the racket, she puts the black on the backhand side for that extra bit of topspin and control. I think that's a big sign, actually. She made a lot of shots attacking with her medium pips, but it's still a higher percentage shot if you have that topspin where you need it. That extra bit of topspin, of course, she can generate some with her medium pips.
Finishes that one off, Hashimoto. And she's climbed to a 4-point lead already. This end that she's on now has been the one that's, as of now, being favoured by the players in this match.
If you follow WTT's social media, you've probably seen Honoka Hashimoto holding her blade and saying, dangerous. Well, that chop was dangerous, right on the line, and it paid off, set her up with a big attack to follow.
6-1.
Easier said than done, but the touch game, the patient play, Adriana was incredibly effective in game number 2. It's not the first time we've seen these. They sit high and you feel like you should just be able to swat through them, but they are so loaded with spin, and watch the depth or lack thereof on the table. Ball bites, that's inside the baseline.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration coming through at the moment for Diaz. Pretty much one-way traffic at the moment, Hashimoto in this third game. Oh, wonderful, switches it up there, Hashimoto. 9-1 already.
Talked about the danger factor. Here she's attacking from behind the table to the short side. Adriana's got 90% of the table covered with the forehand there, and still Honoka pins her in the backhand corner.
9-2.
Finally gets her second point on the board. Yeah, you can hear it, it's vocal. Hashimoto has defeated Diaz twice before on the international stage outside of WTT.
Diaz specialty here. A slap shot down the line, a little bit of swag. We saw a no-look forehand earlier that you complimented.
Just the beginnings of a little grin there.
Love to see that one again at some point.
The grin or the shot?
Both. Yeah, slow-mo replay of the grin is what I want from all camera angles.
We'll get that reviewed. Suddenly, when she's going on game point, Diaz is kind of playing with a bit more freedom.
She's definitely adding more spin and lift to the ball. She's not swatting. This is a safer shot. She's right there to cover the baseline as well. Aya. Or as translated out of Mandarin, oh no. Into Spanish, oof.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The oof?
You never had a Spanish textbook? All right. 5 game points left. Hashimoto
would know that. She
That's
went
right.
oof.
A full 360
How about
after
that?
the drop shot like that.
Wow, the pirouette comes in.
The way she dropped this backhand over the table, take a look one more time. It's a chop block drop shot. Adriana Diaz, get the patent out now.
That was superb.
Jeez. Creator on the table.
All of a sudden, she's started making this game far more competitive, but it's still all those game points in hand for Hashimoto. What a run this is.
No timeout called yet. Just curious. This is fascinating. 6 of the last 8 points. Adriana Diaz was down, what, 2-10? 5 in a row.
So when does a panic set in now for Hashimoto? She's not showing much here. Will there be... Well, I wondered whether there might be a timeout. Still 2 game points, though, for Hashimoto on serve.
11-8.
And she finishes it off. Was that the first time we saw a high toss from her?
One love.
Serve just kicked up a little.
It's a beautiful strawberry push in there. A bit of a, you could even say chop, just a step behind the table. Honoka adding some side spin for deception, but still keeping a good amount of under on it.
Important there for Diaz now. She's got to make her mark. She's been good on this end, or prefers it anyway. It's what we've seen so far. 21 shots in that rally.
This is an escape. Diaz takes a chance, a little bit less rotation on it because she has Honoka up on 1 foot to play this chop. Good movement here. Watch the final chop. Think about how many times the ball sits high. And because this one was so far from Honoka's body, she was reaching, wasn't able to generate as much spin. Not the same story here, though. Loaded into the center of the table. She drives the ball to get ready for serve.
Hear the sheer effort, can't you, Adam? It's so energy expending, isn't it, when you're playing against a defender?
I think a lot of people forget how exhausting it is. They see the defender moving around so much, but the attacker has to lift so much. Yes. It takes so much out of your core, your lower back, your legs, and your arm, too. The shoulder, everything, tricep.
Mixes it up nicely again, Hashimoto.
Adriana, for the last 2 points, has done a wonderful job of when she plays the push, or at least when she plays a backhand more defensively, keeping herself just a little back in case Honoka attacks, but close enough to come back in when she needs. There were 2 attacks off the medium pip side of the racket there. Adriana got back.
Clips the net there.
3-4.
She knows it.
It's not
up there from Hashimoto.
And a timeout now on the Diaz side. It's not the first time we've seen Honoka step around. I think staying relaxed will be important for racket speed to lift and control spin. One more shot, time and time again. It keeps coming back. Very encouraging point right out of the timeout after such an extended rally. It was fairly textbook here in the sense that Adriana Diaz needing that last leap, but before that, spinning everything, not trying to force something, just playing the high percentage shot.
Oh, went for the punch there.
Yeah, the first punch we got.
One.
The opportunity. This was an incredible rally for so many reasons. Honoka had the medium pips on the forehand for one of the pushes early. The net recovery here. This is Adriana's shot. They both had their share of fortune throughout this time around. It went the way of Honoka Hashimoto, who's given 2 serves, by the way.
Left, 5-4.
I was wondering whether we would get to see the punch at all.
Congratulations, Shazad. I'm happy for you.
4-6.
Yeah, the frustration growing now as Hashimoto edges towards the 11. Up by a couple here.
5-6.
Off the serve.
Big point to take here. Honoka generating extra spin on that push. This is why you'll see players twiddle, especially when they come running in for a push. Do you see a quick twiddle of the racket? She puts the black on the backhand so she can generate more spin without a lot of stroke to make Adriana have to lift more to keep it out of the net. Clever, clever.
A high toss again.
7-6.
Yeah, she needed that. Diaz has had time playing here in China before and is a popular figure. She lets fly with that one, Diaz. Exactly what Hashimoto wants.
So clips the net on the way over again. Heavy, heavy underspin. It's a fine balance of aggression and lift.
It over.
The crawler, the dribbler, a tough time. Oh, a cleaning of the table with the hair for just a moment, because this one there was nothing that could be done. Just try to imagine anyone, even if you were anticipating that, you would have had to have been lying on the table with your arm fully extended waiting, which no coach would ever recommend at any point in your life. Oh, the pain.
10-6.
And that now does set up 4 match points for Honoka Hashimoto. Good shot.
And
what a way to win it there. Honoka Hashimoto switching it up again.
2-1.